This is vlog number 26, what the Lord says. Now, like I said, this is in my regular Bible study at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And the Lord is telling me Zechariah 7:9, chapter 7 and chapter 9, okay? That he's angry with the shepherds. It's really, in my opinion, 65% their fault that we even have this plague. Okay, he said he's angry with the shepherds. Why? Because they worshiping Baphomet. Baal is in the church. They worshiping Baal. They're not worshiping God. They're Antichrist. Every last one of them. Like I said, I only know of 4 or 5 who are still with Christ. The rest of them are Antichrist. I can name names, but I don't. And these are preachers that I'm sure you've heard of, okay? The Baphomet. The Antichrist. And what's the Lord saying? If you want to have Baal in the church, then you won't have a church. And he's going to get rid of some of these churches. He's going to pull down and pluck up. Some of them will not exist after this plague is over. It says, and he said, what are some of the things that these shepherds are doing? Shepherds, preachers, evangelists are doing. They hustle the widows out of their money. They oppress the widows and the children. Hustle, what about that preacher who's hustling the stimulus checks out of these, gullible, poor women with children? That's the same thing, and he's going to have to answer for that. They plan evil in their heart. They killers, y'all. There's some killers on the loose, okay? They oppress the widows and the orphans and the poor. And they shrug their shoulders, which is saying, they just say, so what, Lord? That's our business, they just shrug their shoulders. So great wrath. And like I said, they are Baal worshipers. They're Antichrist. They're worshipers of Baphomet. They go into the same hell that a lot of celebrities are going to, because a lot of celebrities are Baphomet worship. They're going to all the same hell. And God said, if you want to bring this devil worshiper in my church, then you won't have a church. Okay, the shepherds are disobedient. They're not even talking about fasting and praying and asking God for mercy. They're not even talking about corporate prayer, which is what we should be doing. Corporate prayer, asking God for mercy to stay the plague. They're not even doing that. All they're doing is talking about money, money, money. Give me some money, give me some money. That's all they're talking about. They're not, you have to be an idiot to not know we are in judgment. We are in judgment. This is the season of judgment. And actually, he's been started, but this is judgment. You know what? They know that. You know what the problem is? God couldn't even trust them enough to tell them that there's going to be a plague. He couldn't even trust them, and they know God couldn't trust them. So therefore, this great wrath came from the Lord of hosts. This plague, this great wrath came from the Lord of hosts. Okay? The unfaithful servants are disobedient. So God's going to scatter them with the whirlwind. Some of them will not exist after this plague. The land will become desolate. It already is starting to look desolate. There will be no wages for man. Nobody is working. Hardly anybody is working. Every time I get up, I'm so used to seeing people move and drive and go here and go there. I don't see that because nobody's working. Okay, I would set all men against his neighbor. Okay, the kids are stealing. Everybody's stealing, y'all. Okay, I don't go anywhere. The kids are stealing. Everybody's stealing, okay? But look, I also see hope in my regular Bible study. The Lord gives us hope. If you stick with him, he said, I restore to you double what you lost. He said, I will restore to you double. And I think that this is not a time for us to be selfish. This is a time to sow into poor people. Maybe you can make a small donation to the food bank. Give one box of diapers or, a little bit of canned goods. This is a time to sow to the poor, because there's always somebody who's worse off than you are. Have a nice day.